Did you know there's a seed that contains more bioavailable collagen than many expensive supplements sold in pharmacies? Not only that, if you consume it regularly, you could relieve joint pain, regain mobility in your knees, and slow down the silent wear and tear that osteoarthritis causes over time. After the age of 60, our joints slowly begin to feel the strain. One day it's hard to get out of bed, the next your knees creak when you go downstairs, and later you realize that writing, combing your hair, or even opening a jar has become uncomfortable. But don't worry, because today you're going to discover 7 natural foods, including a little known seed that has been studied for its high collagen content and its effects on aging joints. And stay until the end, because I'm going to show you how to make an easy, practical daily combination that you can start this very week to nourish your bones and regenerate cartilage without needing expensive supplements or harmful chemicals. Osteoarthritis, also called arthrosis, doesn't appear overnight. According to the International Osteoarthritis Foundation, after age 60, over 40% of adults begin to progressively lose cartilage, especially in their hands, hips, and knees. And the most alarming thing is that many only notice it when the pain is already limiting their quality of life. But here's the good news. If you include certain foods rich in collagen, antioxidants, and essential minerals like zinc, magnesium, or silicon, you can not only slow down this process but also reverse some of the damage. And there's one seed in particular that can make all the difference. 7. Homemade bone broth. You might remember it as a grandma's recipe, that thick soup that cooked for hours with bones and vegetables. But what few people know is that this broth, when prepared correctly, is an incredible source of type 1 and type 2 collagen, the very same types that are part of our cartilage, ligaments, and joint tissues. When you cook beef, chicken, or even fish bones for at least 12 hours with a splash of apple cider vinegar and silicon-rich vegetables like celery or carrots, you release collagen peptides that the body can easily absorb. It's not magic, it's biochemistry. A study published in the journal Current Medical Research showed that older adults who drank between 200 and 300 millimol of bone broth a day for 6 weeks reported less stiffness upon waking, less knee pain, and an improved range of motion when walking. The best part is you don't need to change your entire diet. Just add this broth as a base for your soups or creams, or even drink it hot for breakfast. And if you combine it with a pinch of turmeric, the anti-inflammatory effect is boosted. Why is it so important for your joints? Because the collagen in the broth doesn't come in capsules or is processed. It comes with natural amino acids like glycine and proline that help rebuild worn-out cartilage and lubricate your joints from within. It also contains minerals like magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus, which are fundamental for preventing bone erosion. Now, if you don't like the idea of boiling bones all day, don't worry. What comes next is also completely natural and much easier to add to your daily routine. 6. Ground flaxseed. These tiny seeds are one of the most powerful tools you can have in your kitchen to combat joint pain and strengthen your cartilage from the inside. Although they don't contain collagen directly, flax seeds naturally activate your body's internal collagen production. How do they do it? Thanks to their richness in omega-3 fatty acids, lignans, and antioxidant compounds that act as silent triggers for your body to repair its own connective tissues. But there's something very important that isn't said enough. For them to truly work, it's not enough to eat the seeds whole. They must be ground. Only then can your body absorb all their nutrients, especially the lignans, which are natural phytoestrogens with deep anti-inflammatory effects on the joints. A study published in the Journal of Inflammation Research showed that older people who consumed a tablespoon of ground flaxseed daily for 8 weeks reported a notable reduction in joint pain, especially in their hands, knees, and neck. But that's not all. An improvement in mobility upon waking and less stiffness after sitting for long periods was also observed. It's incredibly easy to add to your diet. You can mix it with natural yogurt, cooked oatmeal, fruit smoothies, soups, purees, or even with rice at lunch. It doesn't change the flavor and can help you gradually rebuild the flexibility you thought you had lost. Many people who took expensive collagen supplements with no results noticed real changes when they started including ground flaxseed regularly, because sometimes it's not about adding more collagen from the outside, but about giving your body the tools to produce its own. And if you're already surprised by flaxseed, wait until you learn about the next food, because it's sweet, practical, and more powerful than it seems. 5. Unflavored gelatin. But be careful, we're not talking about those colorful gelatins that are loaded with sugar and artificial flavorings. I'm referring to unflavored gelatin made from hydrolyzed animal collagen that keeps the peptides your joints need for reconstruction intact. A daily serving of natural gelatin provides type 1 and type 2 collagen, the same types that make up joint cartilage, tendons, ligaments, and skin. And here's the interesting part. This collagen is easier for the body to absorb than that from many industrial supplements. A clinical study by the German Institute of Rheumatology found that older adults who consumed 10 grams of unflavored gelatin for 6 weeks reported less pain when climbing stairs, improved flexibility in their knees, and reduced inflammation in their finger joints. But that's not all. Gelatin also contains glycine, an amino acid that helps improve sleep, reduces anxiety, and promotes a state of bodily calm. And that's crucial, because a body that sleeps well and is relaxed has a greater capacity to regenerate tissues that have been damaged by time or effort. The best thing about this option is its versatility. You can dissolve it in warm water and drink it like a tea, mix it with natural juices, or even add it to broths and creams without changing the flavor. It has no smell or color, and its effect goes beyond what is visible. Many older people who suffer from morning stiffness in their shoulders, cracking when walking, or discomfort when bending down have noticed improvements with just this simple gesture. And while it may seem like a very simple solution, the results are real when used consistently and combined with a natural, mindful diet. 4. Turmeric with black pepper. At first glance, it seems like just another spice, but turmeric, when combined with black pepper, becomes a powerful ally for your joints. And although it doesn't contain collagen, it has a surprising ability to protect and preserve it in your body. Its main active compound, curcumin, has been widely studied for its anti-inflammatory effect. But there's a key detail. For your body to absorb it effectively, it needs to be accompanied by piperine, the active ingredient in black pepper. This combination boosts its absorption by up to 20 times. According to a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, adults with osteoarthritis who took this natural mixture for a month reported less pain, less stiffness, and greater ease of movement in the mornings. It's very easy to add to your diet. You can mix half a teaspoon of turmeric with a pinch of black pepper and add it to a little warm water, a soup, a savory smoothie, or even to rice at lunch. Turmeric not only reduces joint pain, but also fights the chronic inflammation that wears down connective tissues. It's like a silent shield that acts from the inside. If you use it often, you'll notice that your body feels less heavy, with more lightness in your knees and less tension when you move, all without pills. 3. Dehydrated fish skin. Fish. Have you ever wondered which part of the fish contains the most collagen? Many would think it's the meat, but no, it's the skin. And although it's not as common on the daily menu, dehydrated and lightly toasted fish skin is a natural and potent source of marine type 1 collagen, which is the most abundant in our body and forms the basic structure of our tendons, ligaments, and cartilage. The amazing thing about this type of collagen is its high bioavailability. What does this mean? That your body absorbs it better and faster than bovine or porcine collagen. And that's especially important in older adults, when the ability to assimilate proteins begins to slowly decrease. A study published in the International Journal of Biological Macromolecules showed that older people who added marine collagen to their diet for 3 months significantly improved their skin elasticity, joint mobility, and cartilage hydration, especially in their knees. And how can you consume it? Very easily. You can buy dehydrated fish skin or prepare it yourself at home by drying it in the oven, lightly toasting it, and then grinding it into a fine powder. You can add that powder to a vegetable cream soup or a broth. It doesn't alter the flavor and provides a large amount of natural collagen in every spoonful. Is it worth it? Definitely, especially if you're looking for a real, natural, and effective alternative to industrial supplements. that often promise quick results but lack real backing. 2. Toasted sesame seeds. Have you heard of toasted sesame seeds? Although they don't contain collagen directly, they help preserve the collagen you already have and stimulate its production, thanks to their high content of essential minerals like zinc, magnesium, and calcium. Do you know why this is important? Because for collagen to form correctly in your tissues, the body needs these minerals as catalysts. Without them, no matter how much collagen you take, it won't be properly used where it's needed. In addition, these seeds contain antioxidants like sesamin and sesamolin, two natural compounds that fight the chronic inflammation that gradually wears down your cartilage without you noticing. A study conducted by researchers at the UNAM, National Autonomous University of Mexico, found that older adults with knee osteoarthritis who consumed 40 grams of sesame seeds a day for 2 months showed a decrease in pain comparable to the effect of common painkillers, but without the side effects. Can you imagine being able to relieve that persistent knee pain just by eating such a small and accessible food? And the best part is that you can add it without complications. Lightly toasting the seeds enhances their flavor and boosts their properties. If you have trouble chewing due to dental issues, this option is ideal for you, because when they're ground, you don't need to chew them to get their benefits. When consumed consistently, they act as a protective network that strengthens your joints from the inside and helps preserve your mobility for more years. 1. Pumpkin seeds. Here's the vegetable gem that almost no one mentions, but that should be in every kitchen after age 60. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas. They are not just a delicious snack. They are one of the most complete foods that exist for nourishing your joints, strengthening your bones, and stimulating natural collagen production like few others can. Did you know they contain type 2 collagen in small amounts, but in a form that is highly bioavailable for the human body? This means your body doesn't have to make great efforts to use it. But that's not all. These seeds are packed with zinc, magnesium, iron, potassium, and antioxidants like vitamin E, which are fundamental for the collagen you produce to stay firm, active, and useful in your connective tissues. And there's something else that makes them unique. They contain a compound called cucurbitacin, with such powerful anti-inflammatory effects that some studies have compared it to that of certain conventional medications used to treat arthritis. This compound acts directly on inflamed joints, reducing pain and slowing down the progressive deterioration of cartilage. Have you ever felt your knees creak when you go upstairs, or that it's hard to get up after sitting for a long time? A study published in the Journal of Food Biochemistry revealed that older adults who consumed 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds daily for 6 weeks experienced significant improvements in their flexibility, reduced morning stiffness, and, above all, reported less pain when walking long distances. The best part is that you don't need to change your entire diet. Just by adding a tablespoon in the morning and another in the afternoon, you can start noticing changes. They're easy to digest, and you can consume them in many ways. Lightly toast them and eat them as a snack. Grind them into a powder to add to a smoothie, or make a butter-like spread to use on whole wheat toast. And if you're wondering if this really works, think about this. What do you prefer? A costly capsule that promises a lot but you don't know what's in it? Or a natural seed with no additives, no side effects, and with studies that back up its effectiveness? The answer is in your hands, or rather, in your kitchen. And if you combine these seeds with a diet rich in minerals and antioxidants, the change you can achieve in your joints is greater than you imagine. If you found this video helpful, give it a like so it can reach more people who also need it. Share it with your older family members, with your parents or grandparents, and tell me in the comments which of all these foods you are going to try first. Subscribe if you liked the video and activate the bell to continue learning how to take care of your health naturally, without chemicals, without pain, and with real results. And don't leave yet. On the screen, I'll leave other videos specially selected for you with more tips, foods, and natural habits that can transform your well-being from the inside. Click now and keep learning with us.